The resignation of acting minister in charge of Muslim affairs, Faishal Ibrahim, leaves gaps in cabinet and its Malay Muslim representation that could further hasten a reshuffle, said analysts.
The affected pilgrims received the necessary.
Associate Professor Muhammad Faishal Ibrahim has resigned as political office holder and MP after his interactions with a woman fell short of expected standards. He resigned on July 20th, sending this letter to the Prime Minister. In a statement, Singapore Prime Minister Lawrence Wong said the Prime Minister's office received an email from a female member of the public concerning her interactions with Associate Professor Faishal. The statement says their interactions mostly took place through online messages, and they also met on the sidelines of public events. Both parties subsequently made allegations of harassment against each other, and the matter was referred to the police for further investigation. Mr. Wong said that after considering the facts and circumstances, it was assessed that no criminal offence had been committed by either party. No criminal action would be taken against them too. However, there was a separate question of Associate Professor Faishal's conduct and whether it met the standards expected of a political office holder and MP. Mr. Wong said Associate Professor Faishal accepted that his conduct fell short of these standards and tendered his resignation for the roles, as well as a member of the PAP. In a Facebook post, Associate Professor Faishal said he was, quote, deeply sorry to have let down my residents and supporters who placed their trust in me. He added that it had been a privilege to serve over the years. Associate Professor Faishal was Senior Minister of State for Home Affairs and also Acting Minister in charge of Muslim Affairs. Senior Minister of State Zaqy Mohamad will be appointed as Acting Minister for Muslim Affairs, said Mr. Wong. The remaining MPs in Marine Parade Braddell Heights GRC will continue to serve residents in Kembangan.
The affected
continue to engage and assure the community that continue to engage. And I'm saddened that Prof. Faishal is leaving politics under these circumstances. Many of us knew Prof as someone who's very close to the community, and I've worked closely with him for about 20 years, and more recently on Mendaki 2030 and the Tunas program on building the community's future together. So I'm sorry that this has happened, but I can assure the community that will continue to engage and better understand the needs of the Muslim community, working closely with the MQ Plus network, volunteers and community partners to champion programs to help build a community, one that is united with one heart and where every member is empowered to be the best versions of themselves. There is still a lot of important work ahead for us, and we must continue building on the progress our community has made. So I can assure the community that you always have a team who is committed to you. I will do my best to serve the community as the acting minister in charge of Muslim affairs, and working closely with all our stakeholders and community leaders in the day ahead, and assure the community
Ibrahim has resigned from political office. In his resignation letter to Prime Minister Lawrence Wong, the acting minister in charge of Muslim Affairs and MP for Marine Parade Braddell Heights GRC said that there was a lapse of judgment on his part, but there was no physical relationship between him and the woman. Ibrahim has resigned from political office. In his resignation letter to Prime Minister Lawrence Wong, the acting minister in charge of Muslim Affairs and MP for Marine Parade Braddell Heights GRC said that there was a lapse of judgment on his part, but there was no physical relationship between him and the woman. Most of their interactions were through online messages. Faishal and the woman also met on the sidelines of public events. Faishal said he recognized that his conduct fell short of standards expected of a political office holder and MP. In a statement, PM Wong said the matter had come to his attention about a month ago after receiving an email from the woman. The matter was looked into immediately and both Faishal and the woman were spoken to separately. Both parties then made allegations of harassment against each other. The matter was referred to the police and it was found that no criminal offence had been committed by either party. The remaining 4 MPs in the GRC will continue to serve residents in Kembangan, Faishal's ward. Zaqy Mohamad will take over as acting minister in charge of Muslim Affairs. Ibrahim has resigned from political office. In his resignation letter to Prime Minister Lawrence Wong, the acting minister in charge of Muslim Affairs and MP for Marine Parade Braddell Heights GRC said that there was a lapse of judgment on his part, but
for Professor Faishal, there will be no by-election called. We've seen that in the Jurong GRC situation. This is a difficult outcome for Professor Faishal, his family, and indeed all who have worked closely with him over many years. We know that many residents and supporters will be disappointed by what has happened, and we are deeply sorry to have let them down. Maintaining high standards of integrity and conduct is fundamental to the PAP, and we will continue to hold ourselves to those standards.
May I know what was the nature of the messages? Were they romantic or improper, and when did the interaction started and end?
Well, as the PMO statement has outlined, all the essential facts. The key is that ultimately Professor Faishal recognized that the communications, the interactions with this female member of the public should have been, he should have exercised better judgment and that he should have drawn the boundaries more clearly. The interactions, as the PMO statement made clear, were mostly online interactions, and there were a few physical engagements at public events.
When did they start and when did they end?
Well, I think the issue was brought to the PMO's attention about a month ago, and the PMO looked immediately into the issue. PM asked that this matter be looked into, and this has led to the events of today.
Without going into the private details, what does the party understand that led to have involved?
Well, the party has made clear to all office holders and all PAP members of parliament that integrity and conduct must be of the highest standards, and where an office holder or MP has conducted himself or herself in a way that compromises that, where there's been, whether it's a lapse of judgment or a failure to draw boundaries clearly, then action has to be taken. There will be no by-election called. We've seen that in the Jurong GRC situation. This is a different.
Auntie, did you hear about the MP who resigned?
I don't care lah. This one gonna affect my GST voucher or not? No, right? Then who care?
Auntie, did you hear about the MP who resigned?
I don't care lah. This one gonna affect my GST voucher or not? No, right? Then who care?
So today we are very sad that we have lost a very good member of our GRC team. I have known Professor Faishal Ibrahim for over 20 years, and I'm proud to call him my friend, my kawan, someone who is always very prepared to help when asked, someone who works very hard, someone who has a big and kind heart. So his departure from the team will be felt very much by not just us, by his team of volunteers and grassroots leaders, and certainly by his residents. I spoke to him over the weekend, And before I could utter my very first words, he said to me, "Kemping, I am sorry. I'm sorry to the residents, sorry to my team of volunteers, sorry to the four of us." We had a good conversation. I told him, we will miss him. Please take care of yourself and your family. And rest assured that we will do our best as a team to look after your residents. Today, we are very sad that we have lost a very good member of our GLC team.
Hey, hello friend, we come to the end already. Have you subscribed yet? Yes, press the subscribe button and the like button and the share button. Thank you and have a nice day.